Okay. So, students, in our last class, we were discussing about parole. What is parole? The historical background from where it has been started. So we have discussed few things about the parole, and today we are going to discuss the concept of probation and parole. Okay, so how we can compare probation with parole? Okay, so these are two, generally we get confused with the concept of probation and parole, and we are considering both as same, but it is not so. Remember, whenever we are talking about the probation, the provisions of probation we can find under section 360 of CRPC, where a person can be released on probation. Second is parole, where a prisoner can be released. Okay, so there are these two are, and for the Provision of Offenders Act 1958 is also applicable in case of probation, and certain provisions are applicable there. But remember, whenever we are comparing these two, it is a basic understanding that probation and parole are same, but it is not so. Introduction, these are two of the earliest programs within the correction system that takes care of non-violent offenders. Before the development of these programs, the offenders would be placed into the same facilities as all the other offenders. Okay, so basically, these two concept of probation, it means the probation and the parole, these two are the basic correctional systems. Okay, and basically it is applicable to the non-violent offenders. Before the development of these programs, before probation, before parole, the offenders would be placed into the same facilities as all other offenders. If a person who has committed a crime which is heinous in nature, or if there is any non-violent offense committed by a person, they were treated equally. Okay, so they were treated equally at the time. So here, what is the concept? Now we have divided the correctional systems. Okay, we have divided the correctional system. So according to this, what is parole and what is probation? How we can differentiate these two terms? The first is, the word probation is a form of the Latin word probare. Okay, it comes from a Latin word probare, which means to test or prove. Probation occurs when an offender happens to be released into the community without serving any prison sentence. If a person who is residing after commission of an offense is released, okay, without giving him or her any sentence, okay, there is no order of sentence is passed by the court, okay, he is released directly, okay, without serving any prison sentence. उसे जेल में नहीं रखा गया है, सीधा किसी व्यक्ति ने कोई अपराध किया है और उसे डायरेक्ट प्रोबेशन पे छोड़ दिया गया है, मतलब उसने कोई भी समय जेल के अंदर नहीं गुजारा है. Okay, so the word probation is a form of Latin word probare, which means to test or prove. Probation occurs when an offender happens to be released into the community without serving any prison sentence. However, kept under the supervision of probation officer, the individual who receives probation are called probationers. Okay, the individual, the offenders who receive probation, they are probationers. They are usually court appointed and must make sure that their probationers follow the rules. Okay, and a person who can keep a watch on those people. Okay, if they are not in the jail, they are not serving any sentence. So in that situation, court can keep a watch on those people, those probationers. Okay, so there is no sentence previously, no sentence provided by the court, and directly they become the part of the society. This is probation. Two different provisions are there. Section 360 CRPC is there. On the another hand, Probation of Offender Act 1958 is there. Okay. Now the parole. Parole refers to when an individual serving a term of imprisonment get released into the community. जब पैरोल पर किसी अपराधी को छोड़ा जाता है तो होता क्या है कि वो एक इम्प्रिजनमेंट में, जेल में, ठीक है ना, कुछ समय रह चुका होता है, उसने कुछ समय जेल में गुजारा होता है. तो पैरोल refers to when an individual serving a term of imprisonment get released into the community but remains under the supervision of parole officer. Okay, here parole officer is there to keep a watch on that person, to supervise that person who is released on parole. The parole period is based on the decision made by the board of parole. There is board of parole, okay, na? And the decision. I'm also going to discuss the Prison Act. Okay, all these provisions are based on the parole and the furlough. All these are the provisions which are discussed in the Prison Act 1894. So I will discuss all those provisions today. So parole का concept आपको Prison Act में मिलेगा. तो ये कब होता है कि जब कोई व्यक्ति prison में कोई particular समय बिता चुका होता है. So the parole period is based on the decision made by the board of parole. If the offender violates their parole while out, they are then placed back into the prison system. Okay, into the prison system. The distinction between probation and parole. Okay. Now this is the most important thing. कि प्रोबेशन और पैरोल का बेसिक डिफरेंस तो हमें समझ में आ गया. एक में आपको सजा मिली है, ठीक है ना, और पैरोल में आपको जेल में रहना पड़ा है और जेल में रहने के कुछ समय बाद आपको कम्युनिटी में छोड़ा जा रहा है, मतलब सोसाइटी में आपको कहा जाता है, आपको रिलीज किया जा रहा है. प्रोबेशन में व्यक्ति को कोई सजा नहीं मिली है, कोई सेंटेंस, कोई टर्म अभी तक उसने नहीं भोगा है और सीधा क्या हो गया, सीधा उसे अपने प्रोबेशन पे छोड़ दिया है बिना कोई टर्म ऑफ सेंटेंस इम्प्रिजनमेंट में बिताए हुए, ठीक है ना. अब now the historical evaluation. We are just discussing the distinction between the parole and probation. So the system of probation owes its origin to John Augustus of Boston around 1841, whereas parole was first introduced in United States by Brockway Zebulon in 1876. It means अगर आप प्रोबेशन की बात करेंगे तो प्रोबेशन कहां से शुरू हुआ, प्रोबेशन शुरू हुआ 1841 से, 1841 से, ठीक है. और दूसरा अगर हम बात करें, प्रोबेशन तो पहले शुरू हुआ है और पैरोल का जो कंसेप्ट है इट इज कंपैरेटिवली न्यू, ठीक है ना, मतलब वो ये आया 1876 में, ठीक है ना, ये 1876 में आया. तो दीज आर दी टू थिंग्स, यहाँ पे ये याद रखिएगा. पनिशमेंट एंड ट्रीटमेंट, तो origin में क्या ये difference हो गया, it is based, this difference is based on the origin. Second is the probation is only a treatment in which the sentence is suspended, but parole implies both punishment and treatment. Probation is only a treatment in which the sentence is suspended. Probation is only a treatment in which the sentence is suspended. अगर प्रोबेशन में क्या हो रहा है, सेंटेंस को सस्पेंड किया गया है, निलंबित किया गया है, कुछ समय तक रोक दिया गया है, बट पैरोल इंप्लाइज बोथ पनिशमेंट एंड ट्रीटमेंट. पैरोल में क्या है, बंदा भुगत रहा है, सजा ऑलरेडी भुगत चुका है, सस्पेंड नहीं किया है, लेकिन अगेन इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द ट्रीटमेंट. ओके, इट इज द पार्ट ऑफ द पनिशमेंट. पनिशमेंट में आपके पास राइट है कि भाई आपने इतनी लीव अर्न कर ली है और आप जा सकते हैं, अपने घर जा सकते हैं, इन रीजंस पर आप अपने घर पर जा सकते हैं, ठीक है ना, आप जेल से बाहर जा सकते हैं, कुछ समय के लिए रिलीज किया जा सकता है, नजरबंदी में रहेंगे, पुलिस रहेगी, हो सकता है कुछ अपराधों में पुलिस ऑफिसर साथ रहेगा या किसी गार्ड की ड्यूटी लगाई जाएगी या डेली पुलिस स्टेशन में जाके आपको हाजिरी लगानी है, वॉट एवर इट इज. So punishment and treatment, probation is only a treatment in which the sentence is suspended, but parole implies both punishment and treatment. Stage. ठीक है, stage. Probation is probably the first stage of correctional scheme, whereas parole is the last stage of the correctional scheme. Okay, probation is a generally अगर probation मिल रहा है आपको first stage पे मिल जाता है नहीं, और इसमें क्या होता है, पैरोल मिलती है, सजा वजह सब मिलने के बाद में पैरोल मिलना शुरू होता है जब बंदा इम्प्रिजनमेंट में रह रहा है. तो प्रोबेशन ये इनिशियल स्टेज है. It is the first stage of correctional scheme, and parole is the last stage of correctional scheme. Okay, so it is started with the probation, or in the another thing, it is the last stage of this correctional scheme. Now the officer's role. There are two officers. We have discussed there are two officers. Okay, in probation officer is there and parole officer is there in the another one. Probation and parole officers have several duties like to supervise and manage the offender and make sure the offender don't break any law or laws. Okay, probation में what is इसमें इनकी ड्यूटी क्या होती है ऑफिसर्स की कि जनरली कि भाई लॉ ना तोड़े. They conduct home visits, perform curfew checks, and also help the offender get into treatment facilities if they need it. That's just a few of duties that these officers have to perform. So basically their role, both the role of the probation officer or the parole officer is somehow similar. So there is no difference, but the only difference between these two is the probation. Case of probation, okay, the police officer can decide the role. Okay, police officer decide the role of the probation officer. On the other hand, in parole there are two options. पैरोल में भी हम पढ़ेंगे कि दो ऑप्शन होते हैं, या तो जो अपराधी है डेली हाजिरी लगा दे थाने में, ठीक है, या एक गार्ड आप उस अपराधी के साथ रख दो. ठीक है ना, अगर हीनियस क्राइम किया है, गंभीर अपराधी है, हैबिचुअल ऑफेंडर है, तो एक आप उसके साथ रख सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो प्रोबेशन में जनरली ऐसा जरूरी नहीं होता है. प्रोबेशन थोड़े कम गंभीर अपराध में दिया जाता है, पैरोल किसी भी केस में दी जा सकती है. तो यहाँ पर रोल अकॉर्डिंग टू द नेचर ऑफ ऑफेंस कमिटेड बाय दैट पर्सन, ठीक है ना, चेंज होता रहता है. Now the society on probation and parole. ठीक है, अब हम बात कर रहे हैं society on probation and parole. Those within the community have mixed reaction about these probations and parole. We feel it is a good thing to try and rehabilitate the offenders so that the individual having a contract within the community, the offender has a natural right to get jobs, rehab, or even continue within the education. Therefore, he or she can keep himself or herself busy. Okay, so why these two provisions are important, why probation as well as parole is important. The main focus is on the reformation and the rehabilitation of offender after completion of the term of sentence. So these are the main, this is the main object. ये जो correctional scheme है उसका main मकसद यही है कि जब कोई व्यक्ति, जैसे पैरोल में जब कोई व्यक्ति अपराध की अपनी सजा भुगत चुका है तो उसे फिर से समाज का हिस्सा बनने में कोई तकलीफ ना हो. He can easily mix up with the members of the society. Okay, so this is the society on probation and parole. Now, Indian laws. In the old act, okay, it was the first act, first provision, 562 CRPC 1898. जो पुराना जो CRPC था उसमें हमें सबसे पहली बार जो प्रोविजन हमको प्रोबेशन का देखने को मिला वो था सेक्शन 562. ठीक है, जब नया हमारा अमेंडमेंट आया 1974 का, ठीक है, 1973 CRPC का, तो नाउ वी डू हैव द प्रोविजन रिगार्डिंग probation under section 360, order to release on probation of good conduct or after admonition. It is mandatory for the judicial officer, if they are not granting probation to an offender, they have to mention, it is mandatory for them to mention the reason behind that. कि भाई अगर उन्होंने प्रोबेशन नहीं दिया, ऐसा कोई अपराध किया है जिसमें प्रोबेशन दिया जा सकता था लेकिन प्रोबेशन नहीं दिया गया है, तो इट इज मैंडेटरी फॉर द जुडिशियल ऑफिसर टू मेंशन द रीजन बिहाइंड दैट. In 1958, the legislature enacted the Probation of Offenders Act to supervise the accused during the period of probation. Okay, तो नया एक्ट आ गया. इन इंडिया द ग्रांट ऑफ पैरोल, तो अब ये नया एक्ट आ गया, प्रोबेशन के ये रूल है. इन इंडिया, अब दूसरी तरफ अब हम बात करें, वी आर कंपेयरिंग दीज टू. Now, in India, the grant of parole is largely governed by the rules made under the Prison Act 1894 and Prisoner Act 1900. Each of states has its own parole rules with minor variation. हर राज्य का अपना खुद का पैरोल रिलेटेड लॉ है, ठीक है, जिसमें माइनर से चेंजेस हैं. Cases related to probation and parole. Now we can see the case laws. In case of Ahmed versus State of Rajasthan, it was held that the benefit of this act cannot be extended to a person who was indulged in act which was resulted into explosive situation. ठीक है, अगर कोई विस्फोटक सिचुएशन अराइज हो सकती है, सपोज दंगे हो सकते हैं, ठीक है ना, अपराध गंभीर नहीं है लेकिन वो किसी बड़े अपराध को जन्म दे सकता है. ओके, तो कहा गया है कि उसके केस में आप पर्सन को क्या उस समय आप बेनिफिट नहीं दे सकते हो, ठीक है ना. प्रोबेशन का बेनिफिट ऐसे अपराधी को नहीं दे सकते कि प्रोबेशन पे छोड़ दो ना. तो जहां पे गंभीर अपराध होने की संभावना है, ठीक है ना, तो वी कैन नॉट गिव द बेनिफिट ऑफ प्रोबेशन टू सच ऑफेंडर्स. इन केस ऑफ अवतार सिंह versus State of Haryana, the Supreme Court held that the act of granting parole is an administrative action. Okay, अब पहली चीज parole क्या है? We are not talking about parole as a judicial action. It is administrative action. Administration need to decide whether parole is to be granted to a particular prisoner or not. It is a form of temporary release from prison custody, which does not suspend the sentence of the period of imprisonment. Okay, so ये जैसे इसमें कहा गया कि प्रोबेशन दिया, गंभीर अपराधों में प्रोबेशन नहीं दिया जाएगा. At the same time, in this case, parole is an administrative action. It is a form of temporary release from the prison custody, which does not suspend the sentence of the period of imprisonment. Okay. Now we can conclude what we have discussed. So these two programs are very useful within our correctional system. Okay. These two programs means the probation and parole are very useful within our correctional system. They provide for means of rehabilitation. With probation and parole programs having been founded, we can save money and reduce the crowding in these correctional facilities. Okay. Now, if you have any question, if you have any doubt regarding the probation and parole, okay, Probation and Offender Act, it is part of your syllabus. Kindly go through the Probation of Offenders Act. Okay. Probation under Section 360, it is a part of your syllabus. Third is the parole. Okay. The difference between parole and probation. Okay, now I'm going to discuss the Prison Act, the prison system in India. Okay, again, the next topic which I'm going to start now, it is prison system in India. Okay, so now prison system. अब हम बात करें जो जेल है भारत में वो किससे गवर्न होती है, कौन सा लॉ है. Prison system in India. Prison is where the criminal equity framework put it whole expectations. Okay, if we are talking about the criminal justice delivery system, prisons are also the part of it. Because हम क्या सोचते हैं कि जैसे ही कोर्ट ने डिसीजन दिया, कोर्ट का रोल खत्म हो गया, ठीक है, नाउ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एक्टिविटीज स्टार्ट हो जाती है कि कहाँ जेल में भेजा जाएगा, कौन सी जेल में अपराधी को शिफ्ट किया जाएगा, कैसे रखा जाएगा, ठीक है, तो वो सारी अब एक्टिविटीज स्टार्ट हो जाती है. तो नाउ फॉर दोज पीपल वी डू हैव अ लॉ, अगेन फॉर प्रिजन आल्सो वी डू हैव अ लॉ, ठीक है, लेकिन कहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ इंडिया में प्रिजन सिस्टम. So we are going to discuss those provisions. So prison is where the criminal equity framework put its whole expectations. The correctional mechanism, जिसे कहा जा रहा है सुधार की प्रक्रिया, सुधारेंगे कैसे, it falls flat with make the entire criminal methodology futile. The regulation behind discipline for a crime has been changed considerably by the advancement of new human rights statute. The idea of transformation has turned into the watchword for prison organization. Human rights statute advocate that no crime ought to be punished in a pitiless, corruption or in a cruel way. Despite what might be expected, it is held that any discipline that adds up to remorseless, humiliating, or brutal ought to be dealt with an offense by itself. The change caused to the criminal equity framework and its correctional mechanism has been embraced around the world, and question of incorporation of the same in Indian scenario remains unanswered. Okay, not only in India, अगर आप internationally भी आप बात करोगे तो same thing is applicable. So internationally it turns into an all-round acknowledged decision that the correctional mechanism in criminal equality organization ought to agree to reformative arrangement. Okay, so basically we are focusing on the reformative theory of punishment. हमारा जो सजा देने का जो तरीका है, अगर किसी भी सिस्टम, हमारा मीन्स सिस्टम का जो सजा देने का तरीका है अपराधी को, वो क्रूअल ना हो, ब्रूटल ना हो, ये चीज हम चाहते हैं। तो उसका सबसे बेहतर तरीका है, तो हमने ये जो प्रिजन है हम इसे कह रहे हैं करेक्शनल मैकेनिज्म, ठीक है, आप इन्हें सुधार गृह कह सकते हैं, एक तरीके से सुधार गृह है। तो यही चीज कही गई है कि लेकिन हर मैटर में, हर केस में अगर आप दूसरी ओपिनियन देखेंगे, द सेकंड थॉट, in each and every system, अगर हम सबको सुधारने लग जाए तो इज इट पॉसिबल कि हम सबको सुधार लेंगे? नो, इट इज नॉट। ओके, तो हर प्रकार के अपराधियों पर ये चीज एप्लीकेबल नहीं होगी। तो इंटरनेशनली it turns into all around acknowledged decision that the correctional mechanism in criminal equity organization ought to agree to reformative arrangement। ठीक है, रिफॉर्म की बात कर रहे हैं। It is likewise announced that all prisoners might be approached with defense because of their innate respect and incentive as human being. There is an arrangement of right distinguished by the international legal framework to spare the human poise and estimation of prisoners, and thereby the reformative topic rectification. It is additionally empathetically contained that the group can never endure a plan of adjustment that does not keep up an association with the evilness of the crime done. This discipline dependably keeps up a subjective point of view. The privilege of the imprisoned individual must be pursued regardless of the observation. It is genuinely implied that there can be changed discipline for the same offense. However, one ought not to be dealt awfully while the sentence once pronounced by the court goes on. In this domain, the right ensured under the international legal framework are to be investigated and are to be incorporated in India. Concept of prison. Now the concept of prison. Prisons serve as an arm of criminal justice system to punish the deviant behavior of a miscreant. ओके, कंसेप्ट ऑफ प्रिजन हम पहले देख रहे हैं जनरल थ्योरीज, उसके बाद हम इसे डिटेल में अभी हम देखेंगे वन बाय वन। प्रिजन सर्व एज एन आर्म ऑफ क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम टू पनिश द डेविएंट बिहेवियर ऑफ मिसक्रिएंट। जॉन लॉक, द ग्रेट इंग्लिश पॉलिटिकल थ्योरिस्ट ऑफ 17th century, expressed that men were basically good, but laws were still needed to keep down the few desperate men in society. Okay, जनरली लोग अच्छे ही होते हैं, ठीक है ना, ये बेसिक थ्योरी हम कह रहे हैं। द ऑनलाइन ऑक्सफोर्ड इंग्लिश डिक्शनरी डिफाइंड प्रिजन, अब आप प्रिजन की डेफिनेशन देखेंगे ऑक्सफोर्ड इंग्लिश डिक्शनरी में, अ बिल्डिंग टू विच आर लीगली कमिटेड एज अ पनिशमेंट फॉर अ क्राइम और व्हाइल अवेटिंग ट्रायल। ओके, तो यहाँ पर हम बात किसके करें? दिस इज अ डेफिनेशन ऑफ प्रिजन, ठीक है ना, प्रिजन की परिभाषा है ये। सो द ऑनलाइन ऑक्सफोर्ड डिक्शनरी क्या? अ बिल्डिंग टू विच पीपल आर लीगली कमिटेड एज अ पनिशमेंट फॉर अ क्राइम और व्हाइल अवेटिंग ट्रायल। इन अवर कंट्री, prison falls under state subject in list 2 of the 7th schedule to the Constitution of India। ठीक है, prison fall, अभी prison कहाँ है? इंडियन लॉ में falls under state list 2, state subject list। okay, it is a subject matter of state। कि कौन इस पर कौन रूल बना सकता है, कौन लॉ बना सकता है? स्टेट इस पर लॉ बना सकता है। or the 7th schedule of the Constitution of India, the administration of prison falls under the ambit and the state government and it administered by Prison Act 1894 and the Prison Manual of respective state government. Thus, state have the preliminary responsibility and authority to change the current prison laws, rules and regulations. Okay, so if we are talking about the prison, what is a prison? Prison is a building. ठीक है, जो लोगों को पनिश करने के लिए, जो ऐसी बिल्डिंग जिसमें जिन लोगों ने अपराध किया है उनको पनिशमेंट या सजा देने के लिए जिस बिल्डिंग को रखा गया है वो आपकी बिल्डिंग कहलाती है प्रिजन. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाई प्रिजन्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट, व्हाई, और हाँ दूसरी चीज यहाँ पे स्टेट लिस्ट का पार्ट है. स्टेट कैन इनेक्ट लॉज. ठीक है ना, दे कैन चेंज, दे कैन अमेंड, दे कैन कॉडिफाई प्रोविजंस फॉर दी प्रिजन सिस्टम इन एनी स्टेट. तो ये स्टेट लिस्ट का पार्ट है. हर स्टेट इस पर, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट इस पर रूल बना सकती है, लॉ बना सकती है. Now the importance of prison. Why prisons are important? Why we are discussing it in the criminal justice delivery system? Why we are dealing with the same? So the presence of prisons in our general public is an antiquated wonder since Vedic period, where the counter social component were kept in a place recognized by the rulers to secure the general public against wrongdoing. वैदिक टाइम से ऐसे स्थान रखे जाते थे. कौन रखता था? रूलर, जो शासक थे. वैदिक पीरियड में भी इस तरीके के स्थान रखे जाते थे कि कोई भी व्यक्ति जो समाज के विपरीत कोई कार्य करता है, ठीक है ना, वो उस स्थान पे रखा जाएगा. तो prisons were considered as a place of captives. The place prisoners were kept for retribution and discipline. At first, there was a conviction that detachment and custodial measures would change the guilty parties, but gradually it is being substituted by the advanced idea of social defense, whereas issues concerning prisons are recognized by government and specialists from time to time. Now, Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer has rightly observed, in our world, prison are still laboratories of torture. ठीक है, क्या कहा है कृष्णा अय्यर ने? In our world, prisons are still laboratories of torture, warehouse in which human commodities sadistically kept and where spectrum of inmates range from driftwood juvenile to heroic dissenters. Okay? आज भी ये टॉर्चर के स्थान है, ठीक है, जिसमें लोगों को रखा जाता है. दुखद है, ये काफी दुखद है. So V.R. Krishna Iyer, today prisons serves mainly three purposes. ठीक है, there are basically, if I am talking about the present scenario, there are three purposes of prisons. ठीक है, first, which may be described as custodial. पहला जो ऑब्जेक्ट हो गया इसका, ये हो गया आपका कस्टोडियल. दूसरा कोर्सिव. तीसरा आपका आ गया करेक्शनल. ठीक है, so there are three things, there are three concepts which are discussed over here. Three basic objects. Okay, custodial, coercive and correctional. Prison as a place of correction historically is developing in conception. Okay, तो ये इतिहास से यही चला आ रहा है. Earlier prison served only the custodial function. ठीक है ना, पहले क्या था, केवल ये custodial functions थे. Where an alleged offender could be kept in lawful custody until he could be tried and if found guilty, punished. The digest of Justinian in Roman law established the custodial principle with the statement that prison is for confinement, not for punishment. The coercive function means the imprisonment may be used to command a person to comply with an order made by the court of law. मतलब जबरदस्ती किसी पर कोई ऑर्डर थोपना, मतलब ये हो गया बलपूर्वक, ठीक है ना, फोर्सफुली. कॉर्सिव का मतलब कि यहाँ पर फोर्सफुली अगर कोई कोर्ट का ऑर्डर है whether civil or criminal, then you have to comply with that order. Okay, this is the meaning of coercive, and if he complies, he is released. अगर वो पूरा कर देगा उसे छोड़ दिया जाएगा, ठीक है. This is the second. The purpose of prison can be clearly said to be as that of the imposition of punishment, rehabilitation of the prisoners and protection of prisoners. सब चीजें इसमें इंक्लूड की गई हैं. Punishment, rehabilitation of the prisoners and the protection of prisoners. So we are talking about all kind of concepts. Now the background. The cutting edge prisons in India began with the Minute by T.B. Macaulay in 1835. A committee to be specific prison discipline committee was delegated, which presented its report in 1838. कमेटी बनाई गई. अब हमारे इंडिया में ये जो सिस्टम अभी प्रिजन सिस्टम आया है, कहाँ से आया है, क्यों आया है, कैसे आया है, we are talking about the background. So the cutting edge prison in India began with Minute by T.B. Macaulay in 1835. A committee was made, delegated this particular term, particular work, which presented its report in 1838. The committee prescribed expanded thoroughness of treatment while dismissing every single philanthropic need and changes for the prisoners. Following the proposal of the Macaulay Committee between 1836 to 38, central prison were developed from 1846. The contemporary prison organization in India is consequently a heritage of British run, thus show. It is in view of the thought that the best criminal code can be little use to a group unless there is a great hardware for the curse of discipline. In 1864, the Second Commission of Inquiry into Jail Management and Discipline made comparative suggestion as to the 1836 committee. In addition, this commission made a few recommendations with respect to convenience for the prisoners, improvement in diet, clothing, bedding, and therapeutic care. In 1888, the Fourth Jail Commission was designated. On the premise of its suggestion, a consolidated prison bill was formulated. उसके बाद एक prison bill formulate हुआ है. Arrangement with respect to jail offences and discipline were exceptionally analyzed by a meeting of specialists on jail administration in 1894. The draft charge moved towards becoming law with the consent of Governor General of India. Okay. उसके बाद ये सारे हो गया, आपने ड्राफ्ट बना दिया, ड्राफ्ट बिल आ गया. अब उसके बाद क्या हुआ? Now the Prison Act 1894. The Prison Act 1894 is the only consolidated framework with regard to jail management and administration which operates across all part of India. ठीक है. Basic law, जब हम prison system की बात कर रहे हैं, तो we do have in India Prison Act 1894. So the Prison Act 1894 is the only consolidated framework with regard to jail management and administration which operates across all part of India. This is an anti-diluvian act which operates without any amends to it. This act, however, failed to resolve certain issues. The loopholes in the act were subsequently addressed in the report of the Indian Jail Committee 1919-1920 pertaining to the rehabilitation and reformation of offenders, which were recognized to be as the key objectives of prison administration. Indian Jail Reform Committee. In the year 1919-1920, an Indian Jail Reform Committee appointed to suggest prison reforms was headed by Sir Alexander Cardew, and the committee took a stand on an international perspective after observing the condition of prison across the globe and the laid down and interference that prison should not only have a deterrent effect but also have a reformative approach. The committee emphasized the need for a reformative approach to prison inmates and dejected the use of corporal punishment in jail. It suggested the utilization of an inmates in productive activities. The committee underlined the need for aftercare programs for the released prisoners for the purpose of rehabilitation. As a measure of prison reform, the jail committee further suggested that the maximum intake capacity of each jail should be set depending on the shape and size. In the meantime, there was an outcry for retention of solitary confinement as a method of punishment. Okay, ये कमेटी की रिपोर्ट आ गई. After that, Government of India Act 1935 आया. Again, we are talking about the historical background of the Prison Act. Government of India Act 1935. The Government of India Act 1935 is an important legislative framework which resulted in the transfer of the subject of jail from the central list to that under the control and administration of provincial government. This further condensed the possibility of a uniform prison policy at national level, and thereafter the state started having their own prison policies, rules and procedure. Government India Act के बाद में the Reckless Report 1951. The Government of India invited the United Nations expert on correctional work, Dr. Reckless, in the year 1951 to embark a study on the prison administration and to recommend policy reform. He made a plea transforming jails into reformation centers through this report titled The Jail Administration in India. Furthermore, he also laid emphasis on modification to be made in the outdated manuals. Okay, so again, we will meet after.